Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching Walking Dead Season 10 Episode 20, which is called Splinter. So this one I believe is about, well, I don't know if it's going to catch up with where we left off with Princess and Ezekiel and Eugene and Yumiko, or if it's going to be another like backstory one, but they're the characters I think that are going to be in this episode, which I'm quite excited about. I want to see more about Princess. You were a bit iffy with her to start, but I think she's grown on you a little.
Yeah, like her initial kind of introduction, I was a bit, you're a bit much. But the whole scene of her with guiding them through the minefields was brilliant. And her cool spear is very cool. So she's on her way to winning me over.
And her sad backstory, which is weird because I wonder if they're going to give her more backstory, if it's going to be along the same lines of the brief thing that she she told us about how people tolerated her and she doesn't have any friends. Basically, it was really sad.
I kind of feel like them showing us that would be a bit of a downer. I'd rather have more kind of maybe another sad monologue, but I don't think we really need to actually see people being horrible to her all the time.
No, I'd be interested to know like how she did kind of come to be by herself in the apocalypse and stuff like that. Yeah, I think she's a really interesting character, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of her. Eugene, one of my top three. Yeah, like, love him to bits. I just love Eugene. He just cracks me up constantly, and I love him. I want him to have nice things. He's lovely. So I'm excited about that. And then we've got the King and Yumiko as well. I really like her too, and I quite think the dynamic between these guys is pretty good.
Yeah, and Stormtroopers.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to find out a bit more about the Commonwealth. A lot of these episodes have been good in their own senses. Obviously, they're kind of anthology style individual episodes because of the kind of pandemic setting that they had to film them in. The first one with Maggie returning, I think, progressed the story along a bit in terms of it sets where they are now and the whole thing with Negan and the Reapers, who are this potential new group. But the other two weren't really progression stories, just more about the characters. We got to learn a bit more about where... Well, I suppose they did in a sense, because they've set up the whole tension between Daryl and Carol, because they've fallen out now. So, they've had their actual argument and they seem to be quite split at the minute. And then you've got Gabriel and Aaron, who are both pretty bleak at the start of the episode, but are now super bleak. So they don't really see much hope or in saving people, especially on the side of Gabriel. And I think Aaron's just horrified with the world at the moment. So
understandably, really. Yeah.
Well, the last episode was great. I loved last episode.
Good.
Really good. Yeah. Robert Patrick and the acting from both Aaron and Gabe was great. It was a lot of tension. It was very stressful. But yeah, just as a standalone episode, one of my favourites I've probably seen in a long time, and definitely one of my favourites of those kind of individual
closed circle.
And not just from this section either. For quite a while that we've seen is one of my favourite episodes.
I'm always a big fan of when shows with huge casts do one episode that's just about a greatly reduced cast, and usually in a reduced setting as well. So seeing those three kind of real powerhouse actors just have some kind of fun.
They weren't necessarily a duo. I was like, no, and it was something I didn't know I needed. I didn't think I needed to see them two together, but actually it was a really great episode from both of them. So yeah, quite excited to see what happens in this one. No real expectations at the moment. Anything you want to add before we get into it? Okay guys, so if you like our reactions, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified of any future uploads as soon as we upload them. If you'd like to follow us over on Twitter, the link is down below in the description. And otherwise, should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do this thing.
She looks like she's doing flying dragon. Is that the right one? Yeah.
Crane kick.
Yeah, that's it. Trinity style. We're taking you to the Emperor. No!
Okay.
Oh.
There's no giving her.
She was trying to help them though. You could see it in her eyes. She didn't like that they were caught. She's still worried about them. I wonder if something like this has happened to her before.
I'm starting to think so, yeah. God, another train carriage. Never good when Walking Dead end up in a train carriage.
No, they had it in the... Well, they had that storage carriage in episode 1 with Maggie, and I was like, no, flashbacks.
Are they just leaving her there?
I think they might have left them all there. Just claustrophobic or just freaked out?
A little of both.
It's quite a spacious place to be locked in. Could swing a cat. She's definitely one of the coolest looking characters.
She has got a unique style.
She's wearing goggles and fluffy pink fleece.
Yeah, goggles make everything better. It's the first rule of steampunk.
Is she just reliving the minefield or something?
She's reliving something.
She's freaking out.
Yeah.
These drugs are hitting hard, man.
Capital cities?
Yeah, in alphabetical order.
Harrisburg. Oh, I didn't know that one.
Is it because she's alone again?
Yeah.
Because she's been alone for a while.
Come on.
Why are they just sacks of nothing?
Yeah. This is all just so offsetting.
I mean, if they're stormtroopers, you could just run.
They will miss.
Yeah. I'd go for the one next to her, wouldn't?
It's a Splinter.
Oh, that's the name of the episode.
Princess, what are you doing?
Hey, sweet.
Oh.
Hey there. Yumiko, is that you?
Is that Yumiko?
I'm the next train car over.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get to you.
I don't think that's gonna be possible.
Can you move any closer? Maybe then I can see you, kinda, sorta.
It hurts a little to move.
Oh.
Yumiko, I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. If something I did got you hurt, I'm gonna make it up to you.
She didn't do anything, did she?
She freaked out and tried to grab the guy's knife.
Oh.
On the way through this wall. They gotta help me. At least let me go get them.
How exactly?
I bang on the door, scream really loud, get them over here so we can talk to them. It's a good idea.
It's a terrible idea.
I have to do something.
Please don't do anything.
You sound a little groggy. Did you hit your head?
I'll be fine.
That's a yes, isn't it? How bad is it? Are you bleeding?
Please, calm down. It's not gonna help if you get so upset.
I can't just sit here while you're hurt.
You can. Just do what they say.
She's like overacted, isn't she? Maybe like ADHD or something.
It's just that it's dark in here. Really small.
It's not that small.
Can you still hear me?
Oh.
Stay awake. Listen to me. Listen to my voice, okay? I'm gonna try to get in there to help you.
No, just keep talking to me, okay?
Okay. So, when I was 14, I was in a similar spot. I scratched at the inside door jamb, broke off a piece of it, and then got a bad splinter. Turned into a mess. I got an infection in my hand. I had to stay home from school, which sucked. Yeah. Yumiko?
I'm here.
So, home was no bueno. There were some cool kids at school. This one girl taught me how to dye my hair, which totally changed my life. I wonder where she is now.
I think you know where she is now.
Yeah.
She made it.
Just thinking, this is why fingerless gloves are the opposite of what you want.
Yeah.
She had some full tip gloves there, she'd be doing a lot better. She concussed.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I nagged my mom, and she sent me back to school before my hand healed. It got infected again, and swelled up like a birthday balloon. Oozing this gross pus that made me feel like a swamp monster. My mom didn't seem to notice, but my stepdad, he wouldn't let me eat at the dinner table. He even laughed about it. It was cold. He laughed.
Sounds like he's not a very nice person.
I said, wait, man, you can't push me away. This was my house first. He smacked me hard, right across my jaw. Yumiko. So I said to my mom, hey, you gonna do something? Please don't send me out to the garage to eat by myself. So my mom said, then don't eat.
like Mum wasn't that great either.
No.
I didn't know where that story was going. I decided.
She's a really good actress.
Mm.
Oh no.
Yumiko, you okay? Can you hear me? Hey, wake up!
Maybe she just found your story really boring,
Hey, Yumiko!
which would be really harsh.
Yeah. It's not the best critique you can get.
Hey, you gotta help my friend. You gotta go. Where are you taking her?
Have they got her?
I think so, yeah. You don't.
Answer me, Shona!
I mean, it's looking less and less like these guys might turn out to be cool, but I still kind of hope they turn out to be cool.
I'm pretty sure they're helping her. I think of the CRM and this Commonwealth are the good guys.
Excellent.
The CRM are definitely not the good guys,
Yes.
so hopefully.
They do have snazzy uniforms, though.
I know.
It's like part stormtrooper, part samurai, which is a great
little
fucking
red stripes and
combination.
everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Yumiko, you back?
She so desperately needs someone to talk to, which is weird considering she's been talking to nobody for ages. But maybe it's because
No way.
that's ridiculous.
Has she gone mad? Is this actually happening?
That's literally the worst entrapment ever. Get back in there.
Our armored chaperones are making frequent checks on these facilities. What are you doing?
Gotta find Yumiko. I think she's hurt bad.
It's a similar portal on the other side.
Good, they took her somewhere. We have to go check.
Portal.
You said our potential benefactors are providing her with assistance.
I said they took her. I don't know where or for what. Come on.
Stop that.
You're coming with me.
No, it's not a good idea.
Why not?
I smoked with Stephanie for many, many weeks. Good character is evident, which can't be an anomaly among her people. We'll see that once we clear whatever process is required here.
You're betting Yumiko's life on that.
Testing our metal, which means keeping us in good enough shape to talk. I don't have to bet on anything. All logic and reason points to Yumiko being okay.
I agree with them both. What about the gaping hole or portal? As he puts it. Oh shit. Is there a similar portal on the other side? He's so cute. He's adorable.
He knows how to turn a phrase, I'll give him
I
that.
love it.
Get in there, pronto. I think the people back home need help. We're in the middle of a fierce battle. If it hasn't concluded already, the need for significant aid is inevitable. To be blunt, all my kinfolk are counting on me to be a cross between Santa Claus and a guardian angel, if you will.
You think I'm gonna mess things up?
We have to present ourselves as worthy of allegiance. There's no room for miscalculations, you hear me?
Sounds very croaky, doesn't he?
Make things worse.
Oh god. Get back in your portal.
Good timing.
Oh, yeah.
Come with me. Hands up. Move slowly.
Where are we going?
Walk.
Oh,
That's
That-
not good.
doesn't look nice.
What are you gonna do to me?
Just checking for bites or something?
Turn around.
This is really degrading.
If you're looking for bites, I don't have any. I got this splinter in my hand that's driving me nuts. Can you maybe take it out, please?
It's the PTSD as well of the last time she had the splinter.
Let's start with your name.
This is a lot like the introduction to Alexandria, kind of. I wonder if they're filming it.
You don't know your name.
Princess.
This is a joke.
How's my friend doing? The girl. You took her. You're helping her, right? She's getting help now.
How old are you?
28, 29. I could be 50. I don't know. Can you just tell me how she's
Where are you
doing?
from? Where are you from?
Where is she?
Where were you when the fall happened?
Why is any of that important? Pittsburgh. Can you just tell me if she's alive?
Why'd you come here?
She hurt her head pretty bad.
You're avoiding the question.
She might have a concussion.
She's fine.
Yay!
You don't believe me. Tell me about your friends. Start with the one you're worried about. What's her name?
She don't tell you her name? Well, she's
You don't
passed
tell
out.
me her name.
Freaking
Why
out.
is she here?
I'd still not be over the whole
Yeah,
strip
what are
check
they?
thing.
Yeah.
Can't you ask them that?
Tell me why they're here.
What do you want from me?
We're done.
I gave you answers.
Get her out of here.
Why can't I see her?
Because you're being a bitch.
I want to see her!
Oh!
Definitely not cool.
You should have answered her questions.
Oh, great. Now she's got concussion too.
So that went quite badly.
But I still can't tell with them. Like, I mean, they didn't need to call her a bitch.
No.
Like, and the whole strip check thing was
Yeah.
uncomfortable. But
they seem like every kind of authoritarian job's worth I've ever encountered in my life. Doesn't necessarily mean they're bad, but it's not a great start.
Yumiko, I'm so sorry. I tried to do like you said.
if she'd have answered their questions, it might have gone differently.
Yeah.
Friends, they use that word.
Did they take her goggles?
Yeah, maybe they're taking Eugene. Now, Eugene's going to tell him everything. So,
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I want to be your friend. Here's all the information. Also, Princess has a portal in her truck.
Which they should know about, considering it's their truck.
Yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
And why would you patch a prison wall
from the inside? Yeah.
Literally asking them to run away.
Maybe it's a test.
Could be. But then is escaping a pass or a fail?
Eugene.
Well, that's not good.
What does that mean? Did they have him bound or like...
I mean, he was moving around.
Yeah. So why would it be cut? It's kind of like she's just playing secret agent. She's like,
A
oh.
little bit, yeah.
What the?
Yay!
Here he comes to save the day, Ezekiel.
These two together look really cool.
Took some epic maneuvering. Might have been spotted.
I love how attached to them she is, considering she met them like 2 days ago.
Not the most fun interview I've ever had. Have any idea where the others are? They're gone. I don't know.
So he's had the interview already.
Let's get out of here.
Right now.
No, next week. Yes, right.
Yumiko's hurt. I think they took her to help her. Listen, I didn't do us any favors in my interview.
The Inquisition was aggressive. The guards will be back in a minute.
But what if they really are helping Yumiko? Eugene said they would and you trust him, right?
We don't know these people, and we can't trust what we don't know. We can't find a way out.
You don't know that.
I made it here, didn't I? We'll be fine.
Nothing is fine.
Oh, I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
Dickhead, nailed me over an old fracture.
Oh, he punched her when she already had a fracture.
I'll be okay. It's healed fine every time before.
That's where the stepdad hit
No
her.
one is gonna hurt you anymore.
But, I mean, the fact she says it every time.
Yeah.
If we get some of their weapons, we can even force them
You
to...
can't just leave them here.
You don't think I know that? They're my friends.
Oh.
I didn't mean it like that.
Don't act like I don't know how to be friends with people. I do. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Fear brings out the worst in us, as it just did in me.
Aw. I like these two.
Yeah. This is definitely an episode for kind of strange pairings proving to be awesome.
They're just the two most comic characters of, I feel like, in the way they look.
What if Eugene trusted the wrong people this time?
People suck.
You say one thing but mean another.
I just want to do the right thing.
We need a better plan.
Hiding might
Oh
work.
shit. Get out the portal! I'm never going to get over that.
Hey, I'm sorry about before. This is all just a little scary. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were in love and it was just... How did you just do?
What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. It's fucking Gabriel all over again.
Yeah. I mean...
I don't trust anyone reasoning with anyone in this show anymore. What is... This is unlike Ezekiel, though.
Yeah.
This is not a better plan.
The opportunity presented itself. So I took it.
How the hell are we supposed to explain this?
Who cares?
I felt there's going to be something weird under the armour.
He's here now.
I feel like it's the reason why he's being so weird.
Tell us what you did with our friends.
You don't have to do this.
I just need to know that my friend is okay.
Okay.
He's about
Your
12.
boss said
Yeah.
she was getting help. Is she?
Why wouldn't she be?
Then tell me where she is.
I don't know. She's probably with one of the medics.
We're supposed to believe that.
You think we're hurting her?
Huh?
For the benefit of all and for all who seek solace at our gates.
The hell is that supposed
That's
to
their
be?
motto.
We stand for. If you just stay calm, we really can't help you. Let's just say we have access to things that are valuable in times like these.
Food, medicine, holding...
Cancer treatment!
I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying no. You know what I mean? We're organized. You should let us help you. That's why you came, right?
Yep, they came
Let's say
together.
you're telling the truth, and you're actually very helpful people who like to help, even if you look like a bunch of scary action figures came to life.
You're messing with
Are you
us.
messing? Why not? What's the point of that?
This is
Don't
not our
shout.
first time at the rodeo with people like you.
This is like crazy cop and crazy cop instead of good cop and bad cop.
For Christ's sake, the place we lived
good place. It's our job to keep the many good people who live there safe. Be careful because we have a lot to lose.
Fair point. Alexandria would be the same.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure their vetting process was pretty savage.
Yeah.
You don't get it. I'm just a grunt. I don't get the kind of intel you want, all right? 3 square meals and a uniform. That's it. That's it. Hey, all right, you have to believe me.
And a unicorn.
Uniform.
Oh. 3 square meals and a unicorn. It came through the portal. No! But is he hitting him because he's freaked out, or is he hitting her because he's an asshole?
I mean, they weren't exactly being very nice to him.
No. What's wrong with Ezekiel? Why is he being like this? No! Stop it!
Fuck!
What?
It's not crazy from Crazy Cop, it's just really crazy her. There is no Zeke, it's just her being crazy. That's why Zeke's acting out of character, because it's not Zeke. Oh, the...
What?
Yes!
She's like batshit crazy.
She is! She is nuttier than Squirrel Poo. This is amazing.
I just got that. What the fuck?
Oh my god. I knew something was up when she was talking to Yumiko, and it all just seemed too weird. Oh, this is brilliant.
I want good things. I want good things for her. Not. Oh no. Because once she realised what she was doing, she stopped.
Yeah. The slightly mercenary part of me is thinking, at least now all the blame falls on her. They're not going to blame Zeke. Like.
They still might.
True.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Oh no.
Come on.
What about them?
What about that?
They're my friends.
You met them a week ago.
That's a lifetime in apocalypse years.
Haven't you learned to trust your instincts by now?
You're good on your own.
I'm a goddamn superhero on my own.
So let's go.
She made all her friends out of the dead before, didn't she?
Makes you just like Mom.
She was a survivor.
She was a monster. There are the stories you tell yourself, and then there's the truth.
Maybe. But they came back for me.
They did.
I don't know my own strength sometimes.
Has he just witnessed her talking to herself? And
Yeah.
I mean, you. I'm not crazy if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
There's the ADHD, the anxiety, the PTSD, the depression, the crushing loneliness, and the active imagination that helps me cope with all of that. But like,
I got one of them right.
that's the only sane response to an insane world. You know what I'm saying? Small, dark spaces just do bad things to my head.
Want to put it back down?
I'm gonna hold on to it just a little longer if it's all the same to you.
No. Maybe put it down.
Maybe still.
This guy seems pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean...
And she's just gone crazy and beat him to shit while talking to herself.
I think this next scene will be the
Of course he
pivotal
wouldn't
one.
trust.
What?
Oh, the Splinter. Did it come out?
Yeah,
The Splinter came out.
Hey.
there was no Splinter.
Oh.
There was no hole in the wall. She was...
Oh yeah, that's why the portal didn't make sense. Oh my god.
You really gonna get busted for this, huh?
Worse for you.
Maybe you can explain to them that you slipped.
No. I screwed up, and you and your friends, God bless you, good luck. You have to go back to whatever shitty corner of the world you came to.
There's gotta be a way we can help each other out.
I'm listening.
What if I answer your boss's questions?
Was she even in the room?
I think that part was real.
The bitch part was unnecessary, but was that real? I'm so confused.
Fine. We've been on the road for a week. Their names are Eugene, Yumiko, and Ezekiel. And my name is Princess.
Thank you. The rifle.
Just give him the
I know. When she met the others, she was scared of handing over the gun.
That's really what they want him to, like, pistol with her the moment he gets it or something. Or, well, stock strike.
I feel like he's got a trustworthy face, but I don't trust anything right now.
Yeah.
Didn't have to be hard. Rules are simple, the questions are routine. Just need to know you can play ball with us.
Don't just, like, kill him. Just don't trust anything.
See my friends.
Right now. I got it, let's go!
No!
This could...
What?
Fuck!
What the actual fuck? Oh my god.
Fucking damn it, man. See, here's my one tiny, minute, minuscule ray of sunlight. That clearly wasn't the Commonwealth. Like, that's not their base. That was just some little outpost.
What is it?
We've seen...
we've not seen much of it, though.
Yeah, we've seen Rick and his crew. We've seen them. Like, it could just be that he was bagging them up so they can't find the base.
Where they go,
Like, it's not necessarily a terrible thing that they've all been hooded up. It's a bit kind of over the top. But everything so far that we've seen about the Commonwealth, assuming that half of what we saw was actually real and not just Princess freaking out, they do seem to really love their authoritarianism.
Did he say we've got her, or
Yeah,
I've
got her. That could just mean I've got her to chill the fuck out so she'll come out.
That whole episode was a trip. I saw like the ratings on like IMDb and stuff earlier that said that and they were really bad for like this episode. But I loved that episode.
Yeah. People are wrong. That episode was fantastic.
I was so in it, and I said the portal thing about 5 times. I just thought, because it was ridiculous, but it's Eugene. Like, he would have
That is
said,
how he talks.
Yeah, he would have been like, you came through this mysterious portal, and I was like, haha. And then when he said 3 square meals and a unicorn, I'm sure he said unicorn, not uniform.
He said uniform.
Why would he say 3 square meals in a uniform?
Why would he say 3 square meals and a unicorn?
Because she was crazy. Why was there a portal?
To escape.
Yeah, I know,
But, I mean, why would
I just think...
He was literally wearing a uniform.
I
That's
know
what
he was,
said.
but it wasn't... He didn't bring them a uniform. He's like... I guess maybe... No. I don't know.
3 square meals in a uniform is what he gets for signing on.
Right.
Like 3 hots and a cart. I mean, like, he's not like a high-ranking official. He's just a grunt. He's fed and given clothes.
I'd much prefer it as 3 square meals in a uniform.
That would be a billion times better. But it's not what happened.
Well,
I would absolutely sign up to any organisation if the reward was 3 square meals in a unicorn.
I thought it was him feeding them, so it's like, that's my job, is 3 square meals in a unicorn. And I was like, what? It was just like that one. But the same thing kind of with the portal thing that I was laughing a lot at. And but it's hard, maybe question what stuff was real.
Yeah.
Like, I really didn't like them stripping her.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
And just like looking her over, like that was horrible. And I get they've got to check for bites, but you don't need to do it that way. And you could at least get somebody like less threatening to come in.
An actual doctor in a...
Yeah, to like, to check them over rather than just literally stripping them down and just circling them and staring at them. Like, that would have been horrific.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard to like, because is it her PTSD stuff? Oh, she said she listed off the reel of mental health issues and stuff that she's got, but is it like PTSD that's kind of scared her into the way that she's thinking? What happened to Yumiko and Ezekiel and Eugene in that time?
You know, that is one question that's slightly been raised. If everything we saw was fake, then what actually happened to Ezekiel and everyone? Like, did she actually get sent to a doctor? I mean, she was on her feet at the end. She seemed fine.
Yeah, was she in there longer than... Did it seem like she was in there longer than she actually was? Because...
Could be. I mean, I think she was only in there kind of overnight.
Because I said that when she first went in, I was like, I made a joke where I was like, that trip's like, the drugs are bad. And actually, because it felt a bit like that. But yeah, the whole thing ended up being on a trip. That really blew my mind.
That was a great reveal.
And I kind of wasn't paying full attention. I was laughing about something else, and you were like, and then I was like, what? She's done that? Oh my God. And I got such a shock when the not real Ezekiel hit him, because
it's not Ezekiel.
it was very similar to the last episode where Gabe just like smashed that guy in the head when they were talking to him, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening to everyone? But it was so out of character for Ezekiel, and up until that point the rest of them had been pretty much in character. It's just he was just acting like way like he wouldn't really do that unless he was like desperate. I know he was trying to help his friends, but he wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that's when stuff started like
cool.
Yeah, that's when stuff started like unraveling in my head.
And apparently in parentheses. But
yeah, when she saw those two walkers that were just hanging out with Ezekiel that were like dressed up like the one she'd had back at the city, it then went to two walkers in like neck traps, which looked like something like Michonne would carry around. Yeah. So
I'm wondering if that was just like a kind of perimeter defense system,
maybe
for the train yard.
I feel like I need to watch that again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just like proper pay attention to it, because there was quite a few like funny bits that were making me laugh. And
Portal.
Yeah, I still think that's totally something Eugene would say, and it was just so adorable. I love him. I just think he's the most adorable thing ever. I love the way he talks. I love the kind of weird, like, he's insanely clever, but also has this like weird childlike innocence thing, which I feel like Princess kind of has as well, like in a very different way. She's had a lot of trauma, and a lot of trauma that's made her the way that she is. And then having to spend all of that time on her own, and like she's being told she's unlovable. She basically just wants friends and people to love and to love her.
That's why I'm hoping she does survive all this, because she could really do with spending a bit of time with...
I really hope that she gets, people...
Alexandria.
That will look after her and kind of tolerate her weirdness and stuff, and, love her for that, because... I don't know, like, the level of fucked up that she is, like... or from seemingly so from this episode, I don't know if that's like fixable. So I was a bit worried, but as she explained it, she was like, I've got all these things, and being locked in this small,
I think as long as the survivors don't put her in the basements, lock her up next to Negan, I think she'll be cool.
Yeah, I really liked that episode.
Yeah,
I think that's one of my favourites of these 6
Definitely.
ones released.
Like, it's a close call between this and the last one for me. I mean, exactly as I said, in our intro, I really like when they kind of laser focus on one or two characters, and this technically was one character.
Well, it was great because it was she's a new character, so you don't know that much about her, and it was kind of backstory, and I was like, but they're not really doing that much back. Like, they're showing a little bit about obviously what happened to her when she was a kid, and then like it hit me like Ezekiel hitting that guy at the end. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Sideswiped. Oh yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's shown enough. Like, so I saw people complaining that the episode hadn't like moved the story along a lot, and I was like, it did though. Like, it's given us a little taste of the Commonwealth, which, to be honest, is about the same as the amount of taste as you get of like the CRM in the whole of the World Beyond, and so far in season 6 of Fear. So, you kind of know that the CRM are bad people, but you really don't get that much information about them. And at the moment, the Commonwealth could still kind of go either way.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent. The whole setup is very reminiscent of Terminus to me. So that's creepy. I don't think they eat people, but having they're all with the hoods on their heads and lined up, and then in the train carts. Yeah. Oh, I just feel so stupid now, because I was like, why would they put a panel on the inside of the... like, all these questions we were asking, they were like, this is ridiculous. I'm so happy it played out the way it did, because if it had just carried on, I would have been like, that was a stupid choice. Like, That
is definitely the best way. Like, that in one 5-second scene, they suddenly make every part of the episode make perfect sense.
It reminded me
awesome.
We're also watching Hill House, and it kind of reminded me on a really small scale of Hill House, because there were little bits.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of wish it was Unicorn, because I don't want to spoil anything in Hill House, but in case anyone's not seen it, but there is bits where they just mention a little thing and you're like, what? And then they move past it and you're like, is that weird? Am I just thinking that's weird? Or is that so? And there was a lot of bits in this episode that were a bit like that, and you were like, that doesn't make sense, but then you kind of accepted it and moved on. And then when it finally got revealed, it was like, oh, that's why.
It's a great reveal. I don't understand how anyone can dislike that episode. I thought that was
really good.
strong. I thought Princess was brilliant.
She's a really good
really
actress,
great performance. Really clever story that kind of seems completely insane and then suddenly all makes way too much sense.
I thought it was a great ride. Like,
yeah.
You know.
I think like there wasn't a huge amount of kind of world building or plot, but I think there was enough. Like, personally for me, I now think I have a much better understanding of the Commonwealth than I did before this episode started. Like, I'm not sure if they're good or bad or not, but we can tell they're kind of hyper authoritarian, which generally tends to be a bad thing.
They're in like they're in like suits.
Yeah,
so
they're wannabe stormtroopers, but that guy didn't seem terrible.
No.
Like, he seemed like a relative. He was just a
was
small
like,
cog in a big
her,
machine.
I've got her, but I don't know. I don't trust anyone this season because
and anyone full stop.
the last episode and this one have both just kind of thrown me. Like, the last episode it wasn't like we met someone new who I trusted and then was like, well, which we kind of did in Maze. I didn't trust him when you had done all these terrible things, but then you were like, oh, it was the fact that it took someone that we knew and loved, who I believed was doing the right thing, and then all of a sudden I was like, what? Like, it's even worse than when it's like a new person. So
way worse.
It's I'm really excited what they do with the rest of the Commonwealth storyline now. I think it's left it on a better cliffhanger than the end of season 10, the end of like episode 16 did.
Yeah.
In the sense that they're like, oh, they've been caught, but now I'm like, I really want to know now what's going to happen in the next episodes. And that's kind of one of the great things about The Walking Dead with just general episodes, is like leaving you in a place where you're like, fuck, I want more of that storyline. I need to know what happens next. And I feel like that with this at the moment. So.
Very much so, yeah.
Just talked a lot, but anything else that you want to add?
Nope.
Great episode.
Yes.
F the haters.
Yes.
So guys, if you liked our reaction, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified of any future uploads as soon as we upload them. The link to our Twitter is down below in the description. And apart from that, see you next time, guys. Take care.